Hi, I'm Maryclare Masocol. I'm 18 years old, and here is my story about being an immigrant. Let's see, I came to America when I was 9 years old on May 3rd, 2008, and I came from the Philippines. That's where I lived my entire childhood. And my dad was actually living here. My dad he had a job at Chevron here in El Segundo, and he was here for a couple years, and he just always been thinking about moving our entire family in America. And so he tested it out. He asked my oldest brother to come here for a year, and he liked it, and also his sister and my grandparents live here too, so why not move all of us here? So after I finished third grade, I came here, but I didn't start school right away because everybody else was still at school. I guess my biggest transition was that when I started school in fourth grade. Let's see, like in the Philippines, I lived pretty, I don't want to say privileged, but I went to an all-girls Catholic school, and so I always had things like always structured. And then when I came here to a public school, a co-ed public school, I just like felt different. Like I never went to school with a boy before. I've always like taught religion, and like my school has always been like 8 subjects, and I came here it was only like 5. It was just really different. And and I was with different people, but then at the same time I expected everyone to be white. But I guess just being in California, everybody's really diverse. And then so from then on, from fourth grade, I just stayed in El Segundo, and then I went here for middle school and then now high school, which now I'm a senior. And it took me a while to just fully like realize that I'm here, and then now I actually consider myself an American, because I guess I'm just more used to being here. And even like last summer I went to the Philippines, and I thought that I would just be a Filipino again, just like the way I used to be, but I didn't. Like I wasn't. I forgot how to speak. I can still understand Tagalog 100%, but it's just so hard for me to speak it. Sometimes I forgot part of my culture. And then for me, I kind of realized that just being here in America, you're forced to be part of everyone. And so you kind of forget about your culture and just like who you are. Even though you say, I'm a Filipino or I'm Asian and we do stuff at home, but if you go to school here, you change. And so like just me and like in my family, because I'm the one studying here, and then my cousins feel the same way because they went to school here too. We're more Americanized, so I have not a language barrier, a cultural barrier, especially with my parents. And so sometimes we clash on different ideas, and sometimes they don't understand me because I'm like when they raise my brothers, they raise them as Filipino kids, but they can't raise me like that because I don't act like a Filipino anymore. So I guess that's just like the hardest thing about being an immigrant, is that how different you become when you move to America.
What was your biggest goal or dream when you first came to America?
My biggest goal or dream, wow, that was like when I was 9 years old. I dreamed just, I was really good at school in the Philippines. I just wanted to be the same person. I wanted to be at school too, good at school, and I wanted to go to college here. I think living here, like I was like my number one, like my dream. Also like meeting celebrities, obviously. But other than that, I always dreamed just being here and living, just going to college here. That was my biggest dream when I was 9.
How difficult was it adjusting to American life?
Like I said before, I was used to like a Catholic all-girls school. That's when my brothers and I we all went to Catholic all-gender school, and so just adjusting. American children are mean. They are mean, but then some of them are mean, some of them are good, and I didn't really know. Apparently, being here, you need to have like the coolest clothes, the nicest whatever. You need to fit in with whatever's popular. And like I always wore a uniform to school, and so I never really understood. I think first day of school in 4th grade, I wore princess shoes on a just like all pink girly outfit, and everybody else was wearing Vans and jeans and a like Abercrombie shirt. And so like that was really different, like walking into class and just like, what is going on? Everybody had JanSport backpack, and I had like my purple backpack. It was just weird. Like people were just a little bit mean, but then eventually I caught on, and people were helping me like, oh, we don't do that, or we don't do this. But it was difficult. It took me a long time. It wasn't until middle school that I actually like got a hang of it.
What was your biggest fear coming to America?
Oh, the people wouldn't like me. I just just seeing blonde hair, blue eyes. I feel like, oh wow, what is she? Who is she? That's the biggest thing. Especially if you're a child, that's your biggest thing. That people won't like you. I think I still have that fear, but then I think I got over it most of the time.
Do you think specific immigrant stories aren't being told enough? Like specific stories like yours, or is it just broadened to the point where it's just immigrants?
I think, yes. I think they smash all the immigrants together, and not like there's some actual legal immigrants that come here for reasons, and there's some illegal immigrants here. So I think if the biggest problem that Trump wants to do is just get rid of all the illegal immigrants, but people will say, oh, let's get rid of all immigrants. And like, well, some immigrants are actually legal and they should be here. Like I wouldn't be getting kicked off because I am now a naturalized citizen. But I think that's true that if people understand more about immigrant lives and who are they, just knowing who they are, I think more stories should be told, not just generalize all immigrants.
So do you think immigrants are underrepresented in today's culture?
Yes. Yes, and yes, actually, because when people think about immigrants, and sometimes they don't, I don't know, have that high respect for you, because they want the born people that actually lived and was born here in America. So yeah, I think we're a little underrepresented.